I didn't think much of the baby monitor's static until I heard my own voice whispering a lullaby from the nursery even though I was sitting alone in the living room. My husband was working the night shift, and our 6-month-old daughter, Chloe, was supposed to be sound asleep upstairs. I was just settling in with a book, the house quiet and familiar, when the monitor crackled to life. It started as a low, rhythmic humming, like someone breathing into a microphone. Then came the lullaby. It was my voice, perfectly pitched, singing the exact song I sang to Chloe every single night. My blood turned to ice. I sat frozen on the couch, my heart hammering against my ribs like a trapped bird. I live in a secure, gated neighborhood. We've never had a break-in. I told myself it was just a technical glitch, some weird interference from a neighbor's baby monitor. But then the singing stopped, and I heard a sharp, heavy thud against the nursery floor, followed by the soft sound of a floorboard creaking. I didn't think. I grabbed my phone and started moving, my legs feeling heavy and numb. I crept up the stairs, each step screaming beneath my feet. I reached the nursery door, my hand trembling as I reached for the handle. I pushed it open, expecting to see a stranger, an intruder, anything. The room was empty. Chloe was fast asleep in her crib, breathing softly. The windows were locked. The closet was shut. I let out a jagged, hysterical laugh, my nerves frayed. I felt like an idiot. It's just the old wiring, I whispered to myself, trying to leave. That's when I noticed the baby monitor on the dresser. Screen was black. The power had been unplugged for hours. My stomach dropped into a bottomless pit. The monitor was off. Had I heard it? I looked closer at the dresser. To the back of the monitor was a small, high-tech recording device with a blinking red light. Hands shaking, I pulled it off and hit the playback button. The audio started, and I heard the sounds of the nursery from earlier that evening. Heard myself singing, the door closing, and then the sound of the closet door slowly sliding open. Anne's voice, raspy and bored, whispered, "She thinks she's safe." I spun around to face the closet, but was already too late. I looked into the mirror hanging on the back of the nursery door, saw the reflection of the closet door behind me slowly inching open, and a pair of cold, dead staring out from the darkness, watching me watch the tape. I didn't turn around. I didn't scream. I stared at his face in the reflection, and realized he hadn't been in my house for hours. He had been standing in my room, waiting for me to come up the entire time.